This one is growing a weird bubble on the top. Is there a swamp creature in there? Oh, that's really bothering me. Okay. This is the 36 color set of Himi Gouache, and if you don't know and you're an absolute beginner to watercolor, gouache is a type of opaque watercolor. This has been called the worst type of gouache on the internet. Today we're gonna unbox this together and see if this is gonna be a messy disaster. Is it gonna be fun? Is it gonna be good? We're gonna find out. We know that it can be messy, especially peeling off all those foil lids. Let's get on an apron and go over to my studio area. I'm gonna see if I can insert my letter opener into this. Okay, that's the plastic. This label is not off kilter. Accidentally, it is on off kilter like this. Hi, it's gouache, 36 colors. People recommended that I get the 12-gram set, which are smaller, which made sense to me. And it says basic here. Safe and non-toxic, bright colors, silky and smooth, quick drying. So I paid, I think, about 24, 25 Canadian dollars for this. And I know it goes on sale sometimes too. If you're in the US, that's probably gonna be a little bit lower, although with trade being the way it is today, who knows? These are all the colors here. There's two types of white. I'm not gonna go through all of these, but I was very drawn by this color selection. I think it's gonna work really well for the work I want to do over this summer. Let's unclip this. I thought that this was a hinge lid, but then I saw another unboxing video online and it isn't. It's one of these almost like Tupperware style lids. Inside is a plastic palette. Put that over here in this lid. So that'd be great for mixing up colors. Oh, so you don't have to keep this. It comes with a separate little swatch in there. Here we are. 3 brushes, probably not the best quality, and that's fine. I like that the color is like a nice lavender that matches the case, but are these gonna be any good? I don't know. Oh, they're even numbered. So we've got a 3 round, a 6 flat, and a 6 filbert in here. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna do that because the secret to unboxing this actually is to flip it upside down. That's what I'm seeing everybody say. How does this work? Okay, I'm just gonna cover them all with my hands and see if I can do a nice flip. I feel like I'm making a pineapple upside down cake. Drat. Well, no, okay, I didn't do the worst job. Okay, they look so pretty already. And if you're East Asian like me, these are gonna give you major jelly cup sweet treat vibes. Okay, this is interesting. So now I flipped it over and we have now a mismatch between where this is on the color palette and how these are laid out. They're actually backwards. So this is here. So I guess I'm gonna put this here. See that first satisfying peel. They're on there pretty tight. My hand is already getting gouache on it. Oh, that's really bothering me. Okay, so messy, yes. Okay, that's kind of bothering me. Oh. And for the record, that did not make it any better. These foils have a little bit of gouache on them, so I'm just gonna maybe put them to the side somewhere. Yeah, I just opened one and it goes there instead, but okay, let's go with it. These are not in the order, I think, actually, that I've popped them out. So I think this has to do with how I sloppily drop them when I flip them upside down. So on a sensory level, this is bothering me to have my fingers dirty and to be peeling this off. So I just wanted to keep it real. Now, if I wanted to be really prissy, I would get out a latex glove, but I wanted to just show you what it's like. Now, I will say the swatch colors and these colors are very close to each other, so it's not hard to determine what is what. There's a bit of waste on the lids of the foil and, well, is what it is, I guess. These colors are gorgeous, maybe my favorites in the whole thing. Oh yeah, it actually says here, I don't know what's wrong with me, it actually says on each one of these what it actually is, so. These are on here pretty good and they're sealed up pretty good. So yes, messy, absolutely. Pink, green, and pale green, okay. Oh, look how much is coming out. I don't agree with either of those descriptors, but oh, look how much is coming off on the lid. Ugh. Just gonna see if I can scrape it back in. Okay, that was somewhat effective. Let me zip through the rest. Uh-oh. I thought I would actually enjoy taking all these little lids off, but it's actually making my finger the littlest bit sore. And I'm not enjoying this unpeeling process as much as I thought I would. I much prefer taking the foil wrappers off watercolor paints. That to me is very satisfying. This is messy, and so it just isn't as fun. However, this is just as pretty as I thought it would be. Some cups I'm finding have lower levels in them, Look at this one. There's like some deep valleys in this one where if you look at some others, like these oranges here, they're filled to the absolute top. So I guess maybe they're settling at different levels. They're drying out perhaps. I don't know quite what's going on. The seals are quite tight. If you just got your nails done or you wear like acrylics, I don't know that this is gonna be easy. That's on tight. They don't make like a satisfying click really when they go in. They just go in. What I did think was thoughtful of this particular approach to unboxing is that you're descending in darkness so that, you know, had I started the opposite way around down here, the gouache that's on my hands would have contaminated those. That's what it looked like all done. I have it on both hands. I have gouache on both hands. I'm gonna go wash up. Gouache is not an oil or terribly sticky, and it doesn't really stay on the skin. So that all washed off relatively easily. I can see there's a tiny bit of staining of yellow and a little bit of blue. Nothing crazy. There it is. What a beautiful set. If you'll just oblige me is do something a little different from the usual swatching where I'm going to dip into all of these because I want to do that on a different video. But what I would actually like to do is something I haven't seen anyone else do, which is I'm going to click this on. Very satisfying clicks. And if you know my channel, it's a very waste not, want not approach. So I just actually want to swatch a little bit off these little foils. Some of them have so much paint on them. So this is not going to be a comprehensive swatching. I know lots of people have done that here. I'm not going to do that. But let's just test these, shall we? Knowing that I know very little about gouache, I am just actually super curious. Was it a mistake to grab the darkest color that I could see? Yes. It feels silky, it feels smooth. I'm gonna smell it now. I don't detect a scent. Let me actually get a second brush on the go. So I'll use this is my square, this is my filbert. Now, one thing I'm noticing is some paints look much more dry than others. So that is something to know. Like, I'm not gonna know if you can see the viscosity of these, but this is just much wetter looking. This looks a lot drier. So let's pick up this dry one and see. Yes, and it feels drier. Okay, this filbert was entirely dry, so let me get another dry brush. I'm not using the ones that came with it because they still have the gum arabic on them and they're stiff, so I'm not gonna wash these out right now. I'll do that another time. This is a dry round brush and this looks so juicy. So let's try this. Yes, I can see that it's just picking up. Yeah, this is much more wet, so that's really interesting. So this one is drier, this one is much wetter. There's a variety of reasons that could be happening. I mean, I'm not gonna delve into the chemistry, probably mostly because I don't really understand the chemistry of it. Really pretty though, I like it. And they're drying rather quickly. You can already see that that's starting to dry up a bit. That already was kind of on the drier side. This is wetter. This is gonna be interesting. See, these are the kind of colors that really drew me to it. I know you can mix your own, but, you know, I just wasn't in the mood for that. I don't know what to tell you. I just wanted to have something fun I could take outside with me, do some plein air painting, do some landscapes with gouache. Yeah, this is quite dry. And, you know, I know there's a lot of criticism about these, you know, get a set, mix it yourself. There's much more affordable options. There's much longer lasting options. There's better quality options. And yet, I could not stop thinking about this set. I have been considering purchasing it since, if you've been here a while, you know I've wanted this gouache set and toyed with the idea of getting it, ultimately saying no, but then coming back around to saying yes. Since like December, I've been thinking about this set. So again, another dried out or drier one. I don't know if I should say dried out. I know you can spritz these with distilled water. One of the issues with Himi Gouache, and another reason it's hated, is it can become moldy, especially if you don't care for it. So it is a kind of high maintenance product. And I'm okay with that because I plan to use this daily this summer. So if you want to see that, you're gonna have to stick around for it. So I wanna know your thoughts. Maybe you're judging me, that's okay. Maybe you've had a bad experience with this, that's okay. Maybe you wanna get it yourself and you're not sure and I've convinced you. Please let me know down in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, especially if you want to see me continue to use it, because I'm excited for this. Despite all the hate that it has gotten, I think it is perfect for what I needed and wanted right now in my life. And once again, I am surprised how heavy this is. The most important thing I think to me, and maybe you'll agree or disagree, is not whether something is perfect, because I really do get locked into an idea of like getting the perfect supplies, because I hate to overspend, I hate to be wasteful, but it just felt perfect for me for what I want to do this summer and how I am starting to get bored a little bit of watercolor and I wanted to explore layering with gouache. It just felt right. I may regret it though, so you'll want to stay tuned and see that. So I hope you enjoyed that video. I'm gonna go have a little bit of a painting session, properly dipping into these. Make sure you stay tuned for the next video. I'm really happy with these so far. I'm surprised at some of the differences between the dryness and wetness levels of some of the colors so far. So we will see if that is an issue in coming weeks and months. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next video. Look how pretty. This one is growing a weird bubble on the top. Is there a swamp creature in there?